Jace. For Tempest, we've got NKZ in goal, Flaz at right back, centre back NSQ, left back Dino, centre mid Salix, right wing Frozen, centre forward Jinx, and left wing is Yikes to Moon. And it looks like we're pretty much ready to go. And yeah, this one has started bang on time, so no delays here. Let's get you this commentary on the go. Options on the bench for Tempest is Dap Dap. And Beanit on the bench for eWolves. Early chance here for eWolves to make something. And they still could have a chance here, but NSQ does get a last-minute slide in there. Kime will take the corner kick. Puts the corner high into the box, headed away. Jace was waiting on it, but it didn't quite bounce for him to have an early shot. Salix passes it to Yikes to Moon. Back to Dino. Dino to NSQ. Let me know your predictions for this one. I'm curious to see what people make of this. Also, if the sound is too loud, just let me know, because sometimes the sound goes like really loud on my mixer. Do tries to thread it out to Jace, but it's cut out by Flaz. Jinx. Yikes to Moon. Back to Dino. NSQ. NSQ now. To Flaz. Aleem says 4-2 for TT. So we'll see how this one pans out. Jace into the middle. Godrock fighting for the ball, as we know he loves to do. Rhino says 3-1. I'm assuming that's to eWolves. Aga to Chucky. Chucky to the right for Aga. Aga to Chucky. All of a sudden, Tempest able to push eWolves back a little bit, but eWolves are really good at passing their way out of trouble. And Tempest settling for a throw-in midway through the half. Through the half of the field, I should say. Salix. Salix has found a little bit of space. Goes for the shot! Not too far away from Salix, but that was a bit of early danger there for eWolves. Considering eWolves had started the stronger team, that's a big chance. Aga in for Do. Back to Aga. Aga now plays inside for Godrock. To Kime. Salix to Flaz. Back to NSQ. NSQ into Frozen. Frozen now. Back to NSQ. Plays it into the head of Salix. Good control this by Salix. He's getting some early danger here, but then he just overruns it. The curse of the commentator strikes again. Jace into Godrock and Jace. Jace and Godrock do have a nice understanding, but so far been kept fairly quiet. The long throw has just ran straight the way through to NKZ. Not sure where Chris is. It's a good point. Kime to Do. Tackle by Dino. Dino into Yikes to Moon. Yikes to Moon back to NSQ. NSQ to the left for Dino. Dino back to Yikes to Moon. Tackle by Rega, which is Aga, of course. And just takes his time. Plays a ball into the middle for Godrock. Always available, Godrock. NSQ to Dino. NKZ. That's a good long ball by NKZ to Salix. And Salix has a little bit of space here. Plays it in. Oh, not too far away from Jinx. It was this close. Not too far away there. Aga. Infield for NSQ. Touches it to Salix. Salix into the feet of Jinx. Jinx turns inside, goes for the shot, and it's blocked. And Tempest definitely growing into this game now. Yikes to Moon with the corner. It goes in. The head is cleared off the line by Aga. Big clearance off the line there. Would have been the opening goal, but Aga was in the right place at the right time. But now Tempest come again. Jinx looks for Salix, but Do is there to cut it out. Finds Jace. Hipper would have buried that indeed. Jace to Chucky. Sir Godrock slid And NSQ will retrieve it. Dino. Yikes the Moon. Back to Dino. Salix. Back to NSQ. Dino. Now to NKZ. Flaz. This is good passing, this by Tempest. Just trying to get back control of this game. And he offside there from the long ball. Gives eWolves a chance to quickly counter, which we know that they're good at. Jace on the left. Crosses it in. And Doo's shot is blocked. The shot is blocked from Kime. And it falls to Godrock. And it's perfectly dropped for him. And he smashes it into the top corner. It's a little bit of luck there, I do have to say, for eWolves. The ball just dropped perfectly for them. Look at that. 1 shot, 2 shots, and then Dino just can't control it. It's not really his fault, really, because the ball is flying all over the place. And he tries to... maybe he could have done better. I don't know. You can see he's trying to dribble it away from goal. But maybe he should have just been looking to clear it. Jinx has just double-touched it. Kime will kick it out of play. That's definitely some pinball magic there. There used to be a game for the Amiga that I'm showing my age now, called Pinball Dreams. I don't know if anyone ever remembers that game, but that sticks in my memory as like when I was a child. Yeah, the space one. Wasn't it called like Space Cadet or something like that? That pinball game. Kime with a good dribble into the box, shoots. It's blocked. But Tempest need to be careful now. Going 2-0 down this early on could be a bad sign. Marega touches it to Chucky. Chucky with the ball over the top for Aga. Aga now with an opportunity, crosses it in. It's loose again. The defenders there of Tempest aren't doing themselves any favours. The ball in with the corner. Oh, and it's crept over the line. eWolves 2-0 up now. And we need to take another look at this. Look, the fans are throwing bottles and cans onto the pitch. They aren't happy with this celebrating in front of the fans there. The fans are furious. Let's take another look at this. The corner goes in. Oh, it just deflects. And NKZ, maybe he could have done better. He just jumps straight up and he doesn't really get close to it. Tempest, though, they started playing well in this game and now all of a sudden they're 2-0 down. And we know eWolves are such a difficult team to break down when they're ahead in games. Jace. Frozen to Salix. This is a good run by Salix. Goes for the outside. Shoots. Oh, just passed it well. Probably a little bit too much on it. But you can see Tempest are desperate to get something back in this game, but they've pushed up too far now. Godrock to Kime. This is the danger for Tempest. Kime dribbles inside, shoots. It's a save by NKZ. Oh, and then Godrock hits it in his own play, and Doo's blocked it on the line. It should have been a goal. What is he doing? There we go. Another clip. He's blocked his own. This should have been 3-0. It should have been 3-0. Frozen. Tackled by Chucky. Chucky to Marega. Ball to Marega. NSQ wins it, but he's got 2 big hitboxes there to deal with. Dino touches it to NKZ. NKZ gives himself a little bit of space. Plays it to Dino. Dino to Yikes the Moon. Yikes the Moon. Out to the right for Flaz. Into Frozen. Frozen touches it to Jinx. Jinx now with a chance to cross. But he's lost it out to Marega there. He needed to get something into the box there, and he took too long on it. Jason to the middle for Godrock. Tries to play Aga on the right-hand side, but he wasn't in the right position there for that one. Dino. Dino now. Out to the right for Flaz. TT could do it one in this half. Oh, bit of server lag there. Almost cost NSQ. It'd have been interesting to see if eWolves were to give that back, actually. Do now. Runs inside. Salix is there helping out. Salix out to the right for Flaz. Frozen. Inside for Salix. Tries to thread it through to Jinx, but we know it's difficult to play that ball through the middle against eWolves. They have a tight formation. Chucky. Out to the right for Do. Do with the cross in. Headed away by NSQ. Jinx to Salix. Then back to Jinx. Good pass in this by Tempest. Yikes to Moon. He's looking for an option. He's forced back to NSQ there. Dino. Runs into the middle. Has to go back to NSQ. Flaz. The ball loops up and it's just whacked away there by the, I think it was Chucky. NKZ out to Yikes to Moon. He's forced back to Dino. This is good pressure by eWolves to just keep Force and Tempest to reset the play. Salix. He's done well to turn past Godrock. And he's got past Kime as well. Plays it out to Frozen. Frozen trying to keep the ball away from Marega. And he's done well, but in the end, he's just over-dribbled it. Almost half-time here, and it is 2-0 eWolves. Pretty much out of nowhere. Frozen. Crosses the ball in. Headed away. For a moment there, it looked like it was going to be a free header for Jinx, but it was good defending in the end by eWolves. Closing in our half-time. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Jace on the left. Crosses it in. It loops up, but it loops kindly for NKZ. Could be able to fashion one last chance here. Hello, H. Mild Nuggets. H. I'm assuming you were going to say something really important there. NSQ. With the ball through. Good ball, that's a Yikes to Moon. Yikes to Moon with the cross into the box. It's booted away. Flaz plays it into Frozen. Can they fashion one last chance here? The ball goes in. No, headed away by eWolves. And it's 2-0 at half-time. And Tempest will be a little bit annoyed, I think. It's been a bit more of an even game than this scoreline suggests. That was a very lucky goal, it has to be said. The second goal, was a bit more well-made. You can see it here. He had to win the header. It did deflect. But I think Tempest will be frustrated with the way it's gone. Two goals that could have been avoided on another day. It could have been 3-0 as well. It was only that Do blocked the shot on the line. But yeah, Tempest have got a big half here to save their Champions Cup. They've got a final to play for here in the next round. But at the moment, it's slipping away from them. Let's see what Tempest can do. They don't really have much options. They've got Dap on the bench, which is a defender, so they can't really do much in terms of attack. Godrock. Out to the left for Jace. Turns inside, crosses it in. It's over the heads, though. And that will go out for a goal kick to TT. NKZ. To Flaz. Hello, Fallen UK. Flaz crosses it into the box, headed away. Just not dangerous enough, these crosses. We know eWolves are good in the air, and they will eat them up all day. And Yikes to Moon could have had an opportunity for the counter and missed the ball. Kime. Why aren't we streaming Dream versus NG? We just thought this game would be better, and now Do has a chance. Good save by NKZ. Plays it back to Kime, and it's blocked again. Tempest are getting away with it at the moment. There still could be another opportunity here. Godrock is woofed. Kime. with the chance to shoot from the edge. It's blocked, and they'll take a corner kick. Is it still 0-0, that game? The ball goes in for the corner, but it's swung away. Let's be honest, most people thought NG would have walked that game, so that's why this game was chosen instead. Jinx to Yikes the Moon. Finds Salix. Salix trying to push his way past Chucky. And he kind of does. He just needs to... That's a French battle if I ever saw one. Salix with the ball in. And it's once again, the crosses are just being dealt with. It's bread and butter, as they say for these eWolves defenders. They're used to being pegged back in that box and keeping, no-nonsense clearances. Godrock to Do. Do out to Jace, but Jace is just marginally offside there. Frozen. Trying to push his way past Marega. He goes inside. He does get him inside. Crosses it into the box. It's headed away again. Flaz out to Frozen, who crosses it first time. The header's there, but it deflects very kindly for Ragnar, who just claims that and takes his time for an option. Plays it out long, but that's going to go all the way through, probably for a throw-in by the looks of it. Yeah, to Dino. Dino with the throw to NKZ. NKZ out to the right for Flaz. Flaz to Frozen. Tackled by Marega, though. And Jace will just happily take that across and play it out to the other side for Aga. Infield for Kime. Jace with a first-time ball. Almost a good one there, but Do just couldn't read the flight of the ball. Time ticking away for Tempest, though. We are approaching 60 minutes, and it's still 2-0. And Tempest haven't really been able to test the goalkeeper of eWolves that much. Jinx comes back to win that loose ball. Yikester, he's lost it to Aga, though. Aga into Jace. Jace into the feet of Kime, but Kime is woofed. Jinx to Flaz. Flaz to NSQ. Frozen. Frozen now, trying to turn, get past Marega once again, but he does manage to get a bit of space for the cross in. But once again, how many crosses have been cleared here by eWolves? They're making it look easy. Salix went for the shot from the edge. They need a bit of luck, Tempest. They need what eWolves had at the start of the game. Bit of luck. And all of a sudden, they could have that luck. But it's a big save by Ragnar. Frozen's there. And Frozen slams it into the top of the net. And just like we said, they needed that little bit of luck. And they got it. The ball bounced back to Frozen, and he just launched it into the top corner. Look at this. Bang! No goalkeeper is saving that. The speed of that. But there you go. Billy Letonov shot that. Boom! Into the top corner. And Tempest have an opportunity here. They've got themselves back within one goal. They will force extra time if they can get this back to 2-2. But there's a chance for eWolves here on the counter. They might have messed up already because Kime is there. No, big save by NKZ. Kime still has an opportunity to play it across. Oh, I thought for a moment there that I crept in at the near post. But no. Plays it out to Frozen, but Marega wins it off Frozen. He's trying to just hold him off. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. NKZ had to make that save to keep Tempest's hopes alive. It's woofed away, and NKZ will come out to claim that. Plays it out to the right, and that's a good ball to Jinx. Plays the ball into the middle. Frozen's there! Frozen scores and equalises! Frozen has changed the game for Tempest, and it's game on for Tempest in this semi-final. He's done it. Jinx with the ball across, and Godrock has just gambled too close. He's thought his hitbox is bigger than it is. And let's be honest, he's got a giant hitbox, but there, he just gambled, he went too close, and Frozen was just there to pick the ball up. And he scores. Frozen with 2 goals in the semi-final, and it's game on. Tempest out of nowhere. And you have to say, it was a bit unlucky for them to be 2-0 down in that first half. Now this game is going to be interesting. Frozen now. He's got his back up. He's playing in. Plays it to Salix in the middle. No, Salix has ran into Aga. No, he wins it back. Yikes to Moon. Trying to keep it away from Chucky. Plays it to Jinx, who turns. Trying to push his way through. Finds Frozen on the right-hand side. Frozen with the chance to cross, and it's blocked by Marega. Corner kick for Tempest. Puts it into the box. It's headed away. Just like I expected they would. eWolves there. Rega to Kime. Good ball, that to Jace. But Jace just couldn't get there. And he might have been marginally offside there. NKZ. Finds Chucky. Well, Chucky cuts it out. Jace. Salix cuts that out. Salix now tries to just smash it into the path of one of the advancing players there. But it didn't quite work. Flaz. It's cut out. NSQ. Out to the left for Yikes to Moon. Yikes to Moon give himself that space. It was a good move. Crosses it in. Not a good enough cross, though. We've seen that quite a lot from Tempest. Jace. Charges at Flaz. Plays the ball out to the right. But Dino is ahead of Do. Back to NKZ. Takes a few touches. Into the middle for Yikes to Moon. But that's a dangerous area to blast the ball into there. Especially when you've got people like Godrock there who just hoover balls like that up. Somehow Jinx has been able to find a little bit of space, though. He's ran out to the left. He's managed to get past Godrock. And the dive and header has blocked that because Jinx had a free cross. Corner kick. Jinx to take it. Swings it in. It's headed away. And then headed away further by Do. Dino will take a touch. Plays it out to the left for Jinx. Jinx with the ball in again. The cross isn't good. Yikes to Moon. Back to Flaz. Flaz to NSQ. Flaz takes a few touches. He's forced back. Finds Frozen. Frozen into the middle. Chucky won that and was able to get something on it towards Do. Oh, Jace just couldn't get on the end of that. Flaz with the short throw to NSQ. Into the middle for Jinx. Jinx tackled by Godrock. Godrock charges forward. Plays it into Kime's path. Back to Godrock. Tries to play it out to the left for Jace. Jace is forced back. Then goes for a cross, I think that was. But it's going to roll away for a throw-in for Dino to take. Takes it short to NKZ. NKZ goes long, but Aga is able to head that away. Only as far as Salix. Salix has got past Godrock, and that is not easy to dribble past Godrock. I can tell you that for now. But they've given it away. And now this could be danger. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Marega is charging up the left-hand side. Oh, off the post. What a shot that was by Marega. But then the counter-attack has set Frozen off again. He's charging towards the box. He shoots, and Frozen has found the near post. He's got himself a hat-trick in this semi-final. What has happened in this game? The assist from the goalkeeper as well. I can't believe it. Ragnar probably should have had it, though. I'll be honest with you. But Frozen, look at that. He just had a little bit of space ahead of Jace there and just creeps it in at that near post. Tempest with the comeback. They were getting beat 2-0. What a game this has been. eWolves have not got long left to save their semi-final. Godrock is tackled by Salix. The slide takes it away from Salix, and now it's back to Godrock. Into the feet of Kime. Godrock's there. He tries to thread it to Do. Do does have it on the right-hand side. He crosses. It's blocked. Corner kick. This is where the danger is. He puts the corner in. The header's there. Oh, and somehow it's crept over the line. What has just happened? The ball bounces down. I can't believe it. I think NKZ makes the initial save. Yeah, I think he makes the save, or somebody does, on that line. And then, oh, wow, it just creeps over the line. That has the potential to happen when you just blast it at the defender. And Tempest, the luck that they've had in this game has been, the unluckiness. How many, that's like 3 deflected goals that eWolves have scored, and it could get worse for them here. Kime is there. Plays it into Do, but goal. NKZ comes out to claim it. We're almost at the 90-minute mark. 3-3 in this game. Dino is there. Plays it into the middle for Salix. Salix with the ball through, but it's going to roll through. Aga goes back to Ragnar. He goes long, headed by Kime to Godrock. Good slide that by Dino. Good slide, just to slow things down. Godrock out to the right for Aga. Aga into the middle. That almost crept through for Kime. There is 2 minutes left. Is there late drama here, or will we have extra time in this game? Frozen. Plays it. Oh, he tried to just drill it into the feet of Salix. And now eWolves have a chance to steal this late. Godrock is advancing. Plays it out to the left for Jace. Jace with the ball into the middle. No, that's a good clearance. That's exactly what you wanted to see from the Tempest defenders. Ragnar hits it up. It's headed down for Jace, who shoots. NKZ with a big save there. Plays it out quickly for Frozen. Frozen now. Plays it to Salix. Salix on the edge of the area. Plays it to Jinx. Oh, Jinx just missed it, and he's offside. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. And there we have it. Extra time. Extra time, 3-3. Fantastic game. And this is why this game was selected. I hope people understand this now. Why we selected this game. Because this has been what you want to see from a semi-final. Both teams desperate to get to this final. Oh, and I need a drink after that. Whew. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, it's not because there was a final either. It's because I had an interview today. So, on Skype as well, it was like a really weird thing. Maybe we will get pens, but I don't know. I think this has got heartbreak written all over it for us pen shootout enthusiasts. Yagster Moon with the turn to Dino. Dino now. On the left-hand side, crosses it into the box. It's headed away. Jace is there, but he's woofed. Only as far as Kime, who finds Do on the right. Do now. With the ball into the middle, but Jace is held off it by Flaz. NKZ. NKZ taking a bit of a risk there. Finds NSQ. NSQ finds Yagster Moon. Yagster Moon now charges on this left-hand side, finds Jinx. Jinx gets a chance to run at Aga. He's pushed his way past him. Plays it back to Yagster Moon. He shoots. It's deflected. And Frozen picks the loose ball up. And there was an opportunity. Pulls it back. It's blocked. Jace into Kime. Jace now. Ball into the middle. It bounces over the head of Aga. And that'll be a throw-in for Dino. Good throw, that by Dino. And Jinx has all of a sudden got a bit of space in the box. And he's found the near post. Tempest have took the lead in extra time. And once again, Ragnar has been beaten at the near post. They really are being affected here, eWolves, because they just don't seem to be able to trust Ragnar at that near post. Jinx there with the strength. He picked up that ball from the throw-in from Dino, who picks himself up an assist. You gotta love it. eWolves now, though, they'll be wondering how they've let this game slip away from them. They were winning 2-0. But there's still plenty of time left in this extra time. Jace on the left crosses it. It's looped up into the air. With the shot from the edge. And NKZ panics a little bit there, and the ball creeps out for a corner kick. The corner kick goes in, and it almost once again deflected over the line. If that would have happened, that would have been 4 deflected goals in this game for eWolves. Somebody signed their soul away to the devil. This is a good move by Frozen, and Frozen finds the far post. Frozen has 4 goals in this game. It's been an absolutely fantastic performance from him. Unbelievable performance. Look at that. He goes between Chucky and Marega like the nothing, and then he just finds that far post. 5-3 to Tempest. Unreal scenes in this game. They were getting beat 2-0. Let's not forget that. Godrock to Jace. eWolves now 2 goals down. They've got to be wondering how this has happened. Frozen on the right. Crosses it into the box. It's headed away. Dude desperately tries to find Jason Kime. There is only the option of being it from the bench for eWolves. NKZ finds Frozen. Back to NKZ. Now Tempest can pass it round if they want. But no, they're going for the kill. Jinx is woofed though. And now the ball drops to Kime. It goes through. Flaz is there. Smacks it away towards Jinx. Good turn that by Jinx now. And Jinx has managed to get through. Does he have the stamina? No, he didn't. That's why he was forced into the pass. He almost had the stamina there. Kime picks that up, plays it through. It's a good ball to Jace. Excellent slide, though, by Flaz. Takes the yellow card for his team. You love to see it. Rega, blocked by Dino. Almost half-time in extra time, and only 15 iOS minutes left plus stoppage time for eWolves to save their semi-final. Does someone have a score update from the other game and like an actual score update and not 6-0? But 6-0 NG. Okay, thank you. Now you can see why we picked this game. But 1-1 in Olays. But yeah, extra time, second half in extra time, and eWolves have got to score twice here to force penalties. Can they do it? Do you guys think they can do it? They can certainly score when they want to. But Tempest have been a different team, different gravy in this second half and that first half of extra time. Yikes to Moon back to Dino. Dino back to NSQ. NSQ's ball is cut out by Godrock. Kime is there. Godrock went for the first time shot, missed it. Jason to Kime, but Kime can't get a decent enough first time shot away. And NKZ will be happy to watch that one roll into his arms. Jinx. It's woofed away. And that'll be a goal kick to TT. Panda has actually joined the bench, yeah, for TT. NKZ finds Salix. This is exactly where Tempest want the ball. Salix to Frozen. Tries to play it first time to Jinx, but Chucky with the slide. Ragnar finds Marega. Godrock brings it down, but NSQ is there. Plays it out to the left, looking for Yikester, but it's cut out by Aga. Plays it first time into Kime. Kime turns. It's a good turn by Kime. Kime's got a little bit of space, goes for the shot, but it's too desperate. And NKZ makes the save. Salix into Jinx. If Jinx looks to the left, Yikes to Moon is in a little bit of space, but instead he goes for that shot, sensing that Ragnar can be beaten. But this time, Ragnar does make the save. Throw down the line towards Yikes to Moon by Dino. Yikes to Moon with the opportunity to cross into Jinx. First time shot. Jinx is still there. Oh my God! What a ridiculous goal that is by Frozen. But he's got 5 goals in this game. Absolutely stunning performance. I don't think people are going to be able to take this player of the tournament away from him. Or this man of the match, at least. But, yeah, stunning performance. Maybe not quite player of the tournament, but you know what I mean. He's definitely a man of the match for this one. But, wow. Well, that's probably another clip moment, I guess, as well. We've had quite a few in this game, which is just as well, because we do have the awards ceremony coming up at the end of the year, just like we do in iOS. And that's always a night of fun, so don't make sure you don't miss that. Jace crosses the ball in. It's headed, but easy for NKZ. I'd say it's pretty much over now for eWolves, but it's certainly not over for Tempest because they're looking to put eWolves to the sword here. Yikes to Moon with the ball across, headed away. Jinx is there. Tackle by Godrock. Godrock comes away with it. Flaz, though, with the charge in. Flaz now looking for an opportunity. Plays the ball through to Yikester. Yikester pulls it back. He's trying to get past Chucky. Plays it to Frozen. Frozen charges to the left-hand side. Frozen, though, he's just done too much there. Maybe a bit overconfidence there. And Yikes to Moon takes another yellow card for Tempest. And they'll be happy with that because this one's basically over now. Marega crosses it into the back stick. But Tempest watched that one go. Yikester back to Dino. Dino just got himself in a little bit of trouble there, but it didn't matter. It's a GG. And, yeah, it was, in the end, probably the fair result. I think eWolves will probably say themselves they were quite fortunate to be 2-0 up in this game. All 3 of their goals were deflections. I don't want to take anything away because you still have to create the dangerous chances to score. But Tempest, I think they got their act together in that second half and they came back with an absolute vengeance. But, yeah, that was definitely a fantastic performance from Tempest in that second half. We can have a look at the stats, really. In terms of passes completed, not very too different, to be honest. 70%, 71 for Tempest. Passes not too far away from each other. Possession not too far. The game stats will show it was an even game, but Tempest just definitely had that little bit more cutting edge, and I think they caught Ragnar on a bad day, let's be honest. Ragnar caught out at the near post quite a few times in the game, just not quick enough to dive to that near post. But I don't think we can blame it completely on Ragnar. I think the defense as well of eWolves can definitely be better than that. I've seen eWolves pull off an absolute clinic in defense in certain games. But today, they just weren't at the races. Yeah, we can take a look to see if there's any interviews. We do have Panda there. Panda always comes for Tempest interviews, and yet I would prefer it to be somebody who actually played. In fact, I got told don't interview Panda ever again, so I'm afraid Panda might not be getting an interview for Tempest. I'm afraid. I heard he was really weird last time we interviewed him. Anyway, let's speak to the runners-up in this one, and we do have Aga in the cooldown. So we'll speak to the eWolves first and see what he's got to say. Hello, Aga.
What up, mate? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me just turn you up a little bit just so that the stream can hear you. That should be fine now. Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult one, that one today. I feel like eWolves, they were 2-0 up, just basically out of nowhere, really. And I think was it a case of maybe a little bit of overconfidence after that, or was it just a case of Tempest just came back and just ended up just playing
Yeah.
better than they did in that first half?
Yeah, I think so. It's a combination of both, really. Like, we didn't stick with our man after we were up 2-0, and we started to doing weird shit. And of course, Cassette also saved them a few times. So there's not much to say about it. They played good. They deserved it. And can we all take a moment to appreciate how shitty goals Kane makes? Dear Lord, it's every game.
Yeah, I think there was almost a point where like eWolves nearly scored 4 deflected goals. I think they got 3 of the goals were deflected, and they almost got 4. And I was like, you can't, it's sometimes you've got to make that chance for the deflection to happen. So you can't always just go, oh, it was a lucky goal. But I think today it was just a case of, like you said, eWolves got a little bit of luck, and I think on another day they might have defended better and maybe kept the game. But I think today it just wasn't the best defensive performance, really, that we know eWolves can do. We know eWolves can be really strong defensively. But today it just looked like maybe some of the defenders just didn't have their best games.
Well, as we say, it happens sometimes. You can't win every time. And it's a part of the game. Frozen played good as well. Like, I'm actually impressed about him. So if you want to join Instinct Frozen, hit me up on Discord, private message.
Well, that's it. I mean, I think in terms of eWolves, there's still there's a brighter future, because obviously they had to continue this tournament as eWolves. But this isn't the end of the story for eWolves, because like we know there's going to be Instinct to come, and that is a strong lineup. I've got to say that is a really, really super team, and there's definitely going to be hopefully some more finals, semi-finals to come in the future. And I wouldn't bet against Instinct maybe grabbing a couple of trophies in the future.
Well, we hope so, at least. But you never know. You never know.
Yeah, and I think it's just getting to them finals. Once you get to the finals, anything can happen. Like, it really can. Sometimes you'll play an absolute blinder. Sometimes you get a bit of luck and you'll win 1-0, 2-1, something like that. But I think in terms of Instinct, are you expecting straight away to be the main challenger for NG, or are you really thinking, do you know what? I think for the first season at least, we just weren't focusing on them, top couple of teams, maybe the likes of Tempest and maybe, I guess, to a lesser extent, Dream.
At the moment, I think we gotta figure out how we play with each other, because it's 2 different teams, and like we have 2 different play styles as well. So we gotta like merge in a good way. So of course we want to beat NG, and that's our goal in the end. But for the next season, I rather just hope we play good football and play our game and learn what our game is, really. That's really the path we're taking right now, to figure out how to stand defensively and play offensively. And yeah, it's a hard task. And the problem with new teams, as we also had in Zero, is the consistency of how we'll play together. Because that's nearly always the hard part to find. So we got to find the consistency to play our game, and then maybe we can beat NG.
That is definitely a good point. Consistency, and I think if you can string the wins together, and eWolves at one point, like eWolves, the most active team. I don't think anyone can deny that. They are certainly the most active team, and they were just beating everyone like in friendlies, and I think it's making that translate to competitive games, and and going over to try and take that winning record into competitive games. And who knows, maybe with Instinct on the horizon, they can get back to that like unbeatable form that we know eWolves can be in, because we know when Godrock's at his best, he's one of the best. Kime, can certainly score when he wants to, and players like yourself, who were playing a lot more than you were doing maybe a couple of years ago, and you developing yourself to get back to your best.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you were at Zero, who were a really dangerous side back in the day as well. So I think it's just about building that team with some of these players who don't necessarily, uh, they don't get the credit I think that they deserve, some of them. And I'd definitely say that in terms of defensive work, you're there. And, and I think Godrock, I know everyone knows Godrock's great, but I think people don't realize how good he is until you actually play with him. But he's always fun to play with in Premier mixes and stuff like that.
And he's a really calm guy. So now I would say that I think in Instinct our main force will actually be defense as well.
Yeah.
But that said, we also have Borger as center forward, so it might be a game changer in the offensive type of way as well.
Yeah.
And also, I'm actually really, really surprised about some of the not newer people, but I've always played with certain people,
Yeah.
and now I'm playing with different people, and I'm actually surprised about a lot of them. They're doing really, really well. And I think also when I look upon the other teams, just like Tempest today, if you take this team back 2 years, they wouldn't even be in Division 1, many of them. Like people are starting to grow, so it's also harder to play against any team, really.
Yeah. I think that's true. I think there's a lot of people who are developing really quickly, and there's also players who, for a while they were sort of like hanging around the middle. Players like Frozen, for example, and yet now he's got an opportunity at like a big side, and he's taken his chance, and I think sometimes you just need that chance to play with better players, and then it makes you a better player. And I think that's what's happened to Frozen maybe at the moment. But
yeah, I agree. And on the other hand, you can see people like a Sharvin and Nightfire who just keeps getting worse, even though they play with good people.
Yeah, that's true.
I absolutely love that. So, but you never know about this game. It's good for the community to get so many new faces in, and let's hope there comes a lot more good players so Instinct can take them.
Yeah, that's it. There's got to be somewhere to go, and Instinct will definitely be up there. But I'll have to let you go because I need to do a quick interview with Dino, and then I've also got to stream the final, so it's going to be a busy night. But thank you for coming in, Aga, and obviously good luck for the future with Instinct, and I can't wait to see what happens with the team.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
So that was Aga, and Panda Joke is still in cooldown. So I guess we could do a really, really quick interview with Panda, and we will get his thoughts on that performance. But if he starts being weird, he's getting kicked. That's all I'm going to say. He's the only one in there, Aleem. Hello, Panda.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, Panda, and for waiting patiently there. I mean, great result that for Tempest. I think, especially considering they were 2-0 down in that game, and it could have been easy for heads to drop there, especially with the nature of the goals that eWolves scored. But, you just kept your head up, and I think after that first half, there was only going to be one winner, the way that Tempest played. Was there anything, said at maybe like half time or anything like that, or anything that that maybe changed the fortunes for Tempest in that game?
I mean, they never gave up. I mean, we kind of started bad because normally I was going to goalkeep, but I don't have internet because I was moving out. So we had like a final minute change. But NKZ did well, and we never gave up. So it's good on the team, man. Good motivation for the NG game as well. Seems it will be hard as well.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is as well, I think it's always difficult when you play the two games in the same night as well. And I think with that NG game coming up, it's nice to win, but also win when you deserve to win. I think if you'd have won that game where you'd have just crept through by like one goal, maybe it was a bit lucky, I don't think it gives you too much confidence going into the final. But the fact that you've actually won that game and deserve to win it, I think that does do wonders going into the final to give you so that confidence, I guess. But yeah, I mean, what did you think of Frozen's performance in this game? I thought he had an insane game. I mean, 5 goals in a competitive game is not something to be laughed at, really. That's a fantastic performance.
Yeah, he did well. Like the first goals, and then he really started to get in, like make a click in himself. But I feel bad for Ragnar as well because he made some mistakes as a goalkeeper. But yeah, I mean, it helped us greatly.
Draghi said he scored 5 as well, so I guess I'll
it's
say congrats
Draghi.
to Draghi as well. But everyone expects you to score 5, Draghi. That's the difference. Nobody expected Frozen to score 5.
Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that, Frozen? Yikes!
But no, that's not an insult. That's.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't expected. Draghi liked that anyway. So, but it's easy to score 5 when you're CF. That's Aga's opinion as well. I can't keep you too long, Panda. I know you're the winning team, but I do have to stream this other game, so I don't really have too much time. But who was your man of the? I mean, was it Frozen your man of the match for that game, or do you maybe think NKZ possibly for the saves he made?
Oh, NKZ to sub me, man. He wasn't there. He came last minute, so that's the only thing I know because I didn't watch the game, to be honest. Really, I had no internet. I just got it back.
Yeah, well, it isn't easy, I know, to step in last minute with stuff like that, and NKZ put in a good performance there, made saves, and I think there was one moment where eWolves could have went 3-0 up, and I think he made a big save there, and that on itself could have changed the whole game. So it is difficult. It obviously Frozen's going to get the man of the match on the hub, but
true.
But let's give a shout out to NKZ as well there.
I've seen his stats and the replays, and he did well. Like I think the first goal was an unlucky reflection from Dino. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's a bad start, but he kept himself cool, which is hard as a goalkeeper, I find.
Yeah.
If you concede a few, it's really demotivating.
Yeah. It's easy to lose your head. Yeah, I get what you mean. But all right, well, I'm going to have to leave it there because I've got to set up the next stream. But congratulations and good luck in the final that's coming up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Yes.
So that was Panda from Tempest, and now I'm going to have to quickly end the stream for 2 seconds while I set up the next one. But we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because we've got the final Tempest versus NG coming right up. See you in a minute.